let's get into it here, shall we? Let's talk about Isaac Paredes' first home run on Tuesday night. I think this one was a breath of relief for a lot of people. I'm sure it was for Isaac Paredes. I think it was for a lot of Cubs fans as well. He's a good hitter. This guy's an all-star. I think a lot of people forget that. I know a lot of people were concerned because as soon as he got to the Cubs, he wasn't hitting a ton. He had a couple doubles early on in that Reds series right after he was acquired. He's done some good things. But Tuesday night was kind of the Isaac Paredes game in a lot of ways. Gets the big 3-run home run. I'll tell you right now, folks, as somebody sitting in the left field bleachers watching that ball leave the yard, if that's a normal night at Wrigley in August, which usually means the wind's blowing out, even if it's not by much, right? Let's say in that game, gusts were up to about 22 miles per hour, I believe it said on the radar. Most normal nights, the wind's probably blowing out at about 6 miles per hour. So it's not a huge difference to balls in flight, but it certainly helps a little bit. If this ball is hit on one of those warm nights in August, typically, it's on Waveland. The ball was crushed by Paredes. And unfortunately, the wind continued to knock it down. But a tisket, a tasket, it was in the basket. And ultimately, he gets his first. That was a big one after back-to-back singles for the Cubs as well to get a pair of base runners in front of him, driving in those early runs, getting to a really good pitcher like Pablo Lopez early. 3 runs right off the jump for the Cubbies. And again, Isaac Paredes gets another one back a little bit later. Kai's all excited because the Cubs won a series, and my lovely fiance just got home. Paredes picks up his 4th ribby a little bit later. Just a little bloop. People, he doesn't hit very hard. Yeah, sometimes all you need is a little bloop single into shallow right with good base runners on, and ultimately the run comes around to score. Paredes was thrown out at second, but nonetheless they were up 4-0 at that point. Obviously, the 2-run bomb given up by Shota kind of took the wind out of the fan sails, at least temporarily, but obviously the Cubs were able to come back and take care of business